Hi everybody, Jonathan here with another Vectorworks video, and today we're going to answer the question that I've been asked so many times by so many clients. Which version of Vectorworks is the right one for you? So if you're kind of new to Vectorworks and considering looking into the software, you might be kind of a bit confused by the different versions. We've got the Architect one, the Landscape one, Spotlight, Fundamentals, and also Design Suite. So it's not always exactly clear which one you should go for, depending on what profession you're in. So this video is for you. We're going to demystify it and explain which one is the right one for you. Thanks for watching as ever, and I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so before we dig a bit deeper into each specific version, let's just take a quick look. Here's the Architect version. We've also got the Landscape version of Vectorworks, Vectorworks Landmark. Then we've got the Entertainment version, Vectorworks Spotlight, and finally we've got Vectorworks Fundamentals, which is the more basic version, which features really great tools, but just not as many industry-specific tools. Finally, if you want absolutely everything that Vectorworks offers, then you can go for the Design Suite, and this encompasses all the different modules, and you can simply switch workspaces from Architect to Landmark to Spotlight as required. So that's a good choice for people who want absolutely everything. That's the license that I've been using my whole career. But let's take a drill down now into each specific version and see what each one offers you guys. Now, sometimes it can be pretty obvious. For example, I'm an architect, as many of you will know, and for me, I use the Architect version, but actually I do use the Designer version because I also require some landscape elements, and talk about that a bit more later. But pretty straightforward. If you're an architect or an interior designer, I would probably recommend straightforward the Architect version of Vectorworks is the right choice by a long way. There's so many features that it entails for 2D drafting, has fantastic capabilities on drafting and presentation. It also has very powerful 3D modeling capabilities. So kind of anything that you could do in SketchUp, we could also do in Vectorworks. And finally, it has amazing BIM capabilities as well. Now, you may not need all those features, but even if you scratch the surface and just use the bulk of the main ones, Architect will be the right one for architecture and interiors. Okay, so next we're going to talk about the Vectorworks Landmark version. Now, obviously, if you're a landscape designer or a landscape architect or garden designer, Landmark is the one for you. It comes with an incredible array of planting tools, existing tree tools, things like irrigation, as well as geo-referencing and geo-site information as well. I really love the scheduling capabilities that Landmark has, but for me, one of the killer features is the presentation graphics are absolutely unsurpassed. Really doing everything that Adobe Photoshop can do, but right in your CAD software. So there's no real need to go off to other software as well. Things like SketchUp again, you can do wonderful visuals all in Vectorworks. And the beauty is you can design your landscapes in 2D and 3D at the same time. So the site modeling in Landmark is absolutely amazing, but that is also a feature that Architect has too, the site modeling. So if you're unsure which one to get, on the landscape side, definitely go for Landmark. On the architectural side, go for the Architect version. Now, one other really important consideration with your CAD software is the import and export functionality it has when you're dealing with other software. And as you can see, both Vectorworks Architect and Landmark have a massive range of import and export functions. And these are just some of them that are basically super useful for 2D and 3D workflow. So if you are interested in working with other consultants, you'll always be able to find a way with Vectorworks due to that massive range of import and export functions. Okay, so next up, we're going to talk about the coolest version of Vectorworks, the Vectorworks Spotlight version. And if you want to be a rock star in the Vectorworks world, this is the one for you. Now, Vectorworks Spotlight is come on so much in the last few years, and it without doubt is the industry standard in the entertainment industry. For so many reasons, it's just got so many capabilities for the design, the documentation of shows and stage shows, things like theatre events, live events, and so on as well. But really what it offers is an unsurpassed level of sophistication with documenting and drawing or modelling lighting and the structures for the lighting using things like Braceworks as well, but also just the amazing amount of things like cable connections and things like ConnectCAD, which will show designers how all the intricate lighting devices and other devices are connected as well. So if you're a budding rock star in Vectorworks world, this is the one for you. It looks just amazing. Some of the shows that the designers have produced, you can see some of the images here playing away, absolutely mind-blowing. So Vectorworks Spotlight for entertainment and showcasing your creative skills as an event designer. That's the one for you. Last but not least, we're going to talk about Vectorworks Fundamentals, which is the most basic version of Vectorworks, which is kind of geared up really for general drafting and 3D modeling. So for example, you might consider this if you've not got a professional sort of aspect like architecture or landscape or entertainment design, but you still want a design software that can do absolutely beautiful 2D drafting or 3D modeling, for example, furniture design as well. So Vectorworks Fundamentals is a really good choice for many people who are just starting out with Vectorworks, who don't have the full range of professional capabilities or requirements just yet, but they still want a very powerful bit of 2D and 3D design software. Now, the really nice thing is these days, especially with subscription, is because you can actually change from a monthly to a monthly on a different subscription, it's pretty easy to try Fundamentals if you would like to give it a go. There are a few big things that are not available in Fundamentals that for me I would miss. So do take a look at the video that I made on this, on comparing Vectorworks Architect to Fundamentals if you're an architect for sure. But yeah, check out the feature comparison and you'll see things like the navigation palette on there and things like batch publishing, and some of the import and export functionality is not as detailed and specific as the professional versions. Having said that though, Fundamentals is still an amazing tool of choice for many people, and it really is a beautiful, elegant package that works cross-platform on Mac and PC, and with pretty low requirements as well, so you don't have to have amazing hardware to run it. Now, if you're still not sure after watching this video, feel free to reach out to me. I'll be very happy to give you advice. In fact, I've done this for thousands of clients over the years. So we'll be very happy to give you a good talk through and work out which is the best Vectorworks version for you. We can supply the software for you, and we can also do any training you might require. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you do, please give me a thumbs up and a like on the video, and I look forward to hearing from you when I can help you with any advice or anything you need for Vectorworks training. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you in the next video. Bye bye.